All right, Sisters of Battle Round 3 Assault. Really the only thing you had going was this little mop-up fight in the middle here. The Canoness and her Celestian command squad are still holding the ground. We lost one of the Multi-Melta sisters due to regular normal wounds. She wasn't able to feel any pain on that one. And we caused several wounds back, resulting in 2 wounds total. 2 wounds total.
2 wounds on my side. And I caused 1 wound on your side?
1 wound, yep.
I chose to pass using Marnius' special rule to auto-pass leadership checks. Basically just keep them tied up because they got melta-guns, so they're kind of doing their job, except for they're looking bad while they do it. Especially the sergeant. Go powerful sergeant whiff.
So end of Sisters of Battle Assault Round 3.
Okay, so I moved some guys around. Basically, over here, I moved my Terminators to deal with the reinforcements coming in. Hopefully we'll get maybe a charge, maybe a multi-charge would be nice. They kind of had to sit there because they're stunned. So they're still sitting there. The Land Raider moved up because I'm going to try and push their back objective because they still have control of that one. I also moved my Rhino and Pop Smoke going up there to possibly claim the objective if I can. Also, just giving him something else to shoot at, essentially. Still a full attack squad in there with a multi-melta. So this moved up to get a good line on the sides for the vehicle. That one probably won't get side on the vehicle, but he did move up to get a couple shots. Hopefully, worst comes to worst, I can shake it. These guys moved up to possibly, well, right now they have the objective, but I think I'm going to use them to help relieve the Assault Marines who are failing miserably at their job. With a couple extra power weapon attacks and some charge hits. Hopefully I can take out the last 4 of them. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I have a little bit of shooting, mostly kind of relying on the close combat. But yeah, that's about it. Alright, so we're going to try our hand at shooting. I'm still at the front arc on both my dreadnoughts. At I keep forgetting what they're called, exorcists. That's what they're called. So we're going to start off with this dreadnought, who's going to try and fire. He's got 4 shots, and he gets rerolls to hit. So all of them hit. Strength 7 versus 13 front, so I need 6s to do anything. Which nothing happens. So we will move right on to the second dreadnought, who also has a line of fire on him. Who hits with, oh, almost hits with everything. Yeah, hits with everything. And again, I need 6s to just cause a shake. Nothing. So, they didn't really do what I wanted them to do, which is alright. We have a melta-gun shot into that one. Multi-melta-gun shot, rather. I'm pretty sure I'm not within 12, but I am within 24. So my Machine Spirit weapon is going to... Before I do that, I'm going to roll my test to see if I can make you reroll successful in Vones, which is good. So, within 24 inches, because the Librarian's still in the Land Raider, you'd have to roll successful. I gotta first try and do something with some damage first. So, let's see if the multi-melta hits. It hits. I need a 6 to do anything, right?
5 would play.
5. So, nope, I didn't do it. That's essentially the shooting. The rest is pretty much charges. So, yeah, we'll see how charges go.
Good.
Okay, so we had 2 combats. One went pretty well. The other one went all right. This one I went and charged a unit of girls and wiped them with Marnius' crew. He didn't get to swing because he wasn't close enough, but the Terminators pretty much dealt with them themselves. So that went good. I also moved, so if he does have any more guys coming in to prevent him, well, he can tank shock in, so it doesn't really matter. But try and block up that area because he still has a couple outflankers, I think. This combat went less effective, but I still killed two guys. I ended up losing my assault squad, so that didn't go so hot. But the whole tac squad is still fresh, and I have a power weapon in there. Hopefully we can take out what's left there. Because right now I have the objective, which is nice, but if I start losing guys, I might lose it. So, there we go.
All right. Sisters of Battle movement round 5. We've 4, excuse me, yes, 4. We've finally had all our reserves come in. So the ever popular Seraphim have taken a chancy deep strike, landing dead on where they were aiming, right in range of the Dreadnought. we have a troop squad in a Rhino that is moved out of cover up 12 inches in moving into range to contest the objective. Uriah Jacobus has arrived on the board with his Rhino and has come in to stand near the objective and backstop anything coming towards it. We have a Rhino coming in close here, so the repressor has moved forward to get into range to deal with several different options. It only moved 6. The Exorcist jogged just a little bit to leave a fire lane open. This Exorcist has remained in place. There wasn't really any place to move within 6 inches that would give me any greater benefit, and it's still within firing on the front arc for everything else there. The small Retributor squad, the heavy weapon squad, has moved around the corner, moving into range to support the objectives here. And our other repressor has moved up to claim this objective here, ostensibly once we clean things out. The immolators that have come in on the outflank have tank shock moving forward through these squads to get a little bit of open zone there. And the Dominion squad has moved out of cover to contest or to hammer at the Terminator squad. That is Sisters of Battle movement, round 4. All right, Sisters of Battle shooting, round 4. We're going to start with the Seraphim unit that is deep struck in here in the attempt to get at this dreadnought. If it is within 3 inches of these two, which it looks to be, then we have melter range on it. Yep. So we'll start with the Seraphim. So the Sisters of Battle Seraphim, using their two Inferno pistols on 2 Sisters each. We'll start with those. They're weapon skill 4, or ballistic skill 4, so needing 3s. We scored 3 hits, and they are melter weapons at 3 inches. So the first one is strength 8 plus 9 is a pen. Yep. Second one is a pen, 15. And third one, 5 and 8, 8 and 16 is a pen as well. So 3 penetrating hits from the Inferno pistols. All 3.
If it's AP1, it's a wreck. There's
Yes.
a 4, right?
Yep. So they should be deadly dangerous at close range. Next shot is this Exorcist on the Dreadnought there. Again, variable shots. We've been having some poor luck with these, but it's now coming into the later rounds where the dice are really mattering. 5 shots total. 2, 3, 4, 5. Hitting on 3s, so 3 miss. Strength 8 versus the armor. 8 and 5 is a 13 for a pen, I believe.
Yes.
Yep. So 1 penetration, nothing else, and that is 6 explodes.
Okay.
We have a melt-a-gun that can pop out of the hatch of this repressor and fire on the Rhino here, obviously within the 6 inches of the melter range. So it fails to hit. I should have used my active faith, which allows me to reroll 1s for that troop squad, but it did not work. And a strength 5 heavy flamer could glance it. So strength 5 heavy flamer here could glance. We'll attempt that. So I need 6 to do it, and I get it. Yep. So the result being 1. Can't shoot. But you do have the cover save if you want to try that.
Can't get cover save.
Oh, right, because it's a flamer, you can't get cover save. Exorcist on the better target there. We'll fire at the Rhino as well. Variable shots for 1 yet again. It does hit. And 8 and 3 is 11, so it will glance. And fails to do anything. We now have Twin Link Multi-Melta on the Rhino. It's Twin Linked, so hits, and it is within range. So 8 and 10 is 18 for a penetration. And 3. So weapon destroyed.
Yeah, there is a weapon on there still. I just didn't. So, weapons destroyed. No, isn't it +1 though?
I counted the +1. It was a 2.
Okay.
The roll was a 2.
So, yeah, Storm Bolter's gone.
So we will put the other twin-linked multi-melt it into it. 2 hits, and 7 and 8 is 15 for the pen, and 3 becomes a 4, so immobilized. All right, that leaves us with the Dominion squad down here. They're going to attempt an act of faith with the independent character and the veteran. They score it on a 3+, but they do not. So we'll be using the Flamer template, which I believe can hit.
Who's the one with the flamer?
This one on the end here.
Okay. So 5?
5. Yep. I don't. Does it hit Marneus's base or?
Not the way I'm looking at it right now.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So 5 from the template there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a strength 4, so needing 4s. So 4 out of 5. Cause wounds there. We then have 2 bolt pistols. 1 hits and does not wound. Let me see. Then we have the melt-a-gun. Does not hit. Plasma pistol. Hits. Does not wound. And the priest has a bolt pistol as well. So hits and does not wound.
So 4 wounds then. One's going to go on Marneus. 2 up. Good. And Thunderhands. They're good.
All right, we've moved into Sisters of Battle hand-to-hand assault round 4. As expected, Marneus Calgar and his Terminators completely wiped out the Dominion squad I threw at them. However, with a stroke of luck, they did cause 2 Terminator deaths over there. So not a bad trade-off in keeping the Terminator squad on the far end of the board. But they did get wiped out to a lady. However, over here, the Canoness and her personal surgeon are standing toe-to-toe with 2 tactical squads. Well,
That's the one.
right, they've killed the assault squad and are now working on the tactical squad. They caused several wounds and were able to withstand all the attacks back against him. So, so far looking good. Sisters of Battle, assault round 4.